When the last episode of the original Teen Titans series came out, like the rest of y'all, I hated it. Because how do you just end on this? Is that really how you're just gonna end the show? Just end the show on Beast Boy getting curved? But as I have gotten more older and mature, not to toot my own horn of course, I realized this ending's not bad, not in the slightest. And more so, it actually teaches the viewers a very good lesson, especially for young men. But I'll get into that later. So the last episode of Teen Titans is called Things Change. So automatically off rip, you already know things going into this episode are going to be something serious. And the episode essentially revolves around Beast Boy trying his best to bring Terra back. Because she's back alive. Yay! I hate when girls die, but every single attempt ends in failure. And eventually it comes to a head when both Beast Boy and Terra have a short but meaningful conversation. Terra explains that she just never wants to go back to that life. She'd rather live her life as a normal girl, and told him that the girl Beast Boy knew is just a memory. And at the end of the episode, with a heavy heart, Beast Boy accepts it. Now the whole progression of this episode is so meaningful because as a young kid I'm thinking that Beast Boy is going to be able to convince her at the end, and that was probably the cause for a lot of dissatisfaction for me personally about this episode. But coming back around, I realized that the writers wanted to convey a different type of message, and it's a message that a lot of people should hear. And that message is that sometimes you do have to move on. And that is a lesson I personally think a lot of people should learn earlier on in life. That goes for me too, because if I learned that lesson a little earlier, that could have prevented a lot of BS. But you have to move on, man. Because again, if you take this episode for instance, Beast Boy was fighting his hardest to restore something that just isn't there. And it's like, she don't want to come back. But that's okay, because you know, things change. And like I said at the beginning of the episode, great message for young men, because I know a lot of us get stuck on having no closure in terms of like a relationship, mainly a relationship. Let's just be real. And we sometimes get so stuck on wanting to have closure that we just end up burning ourselves in the end. But I shall bring this thought forth. It might sound like cope, but no closure is closure. A situation not having a determinative ending is still an ending. It may not be the ending that we want, but it's still an ending. And that's exactly what happened in Teen Titans Go. We might have been expecting a more bombastic series finale, but this is the one we got. But that's okay. It's okay to end things on an uncomfortable note. Unfortunately, not everything's gonna go the way we had all planned out in our heads. And this ending perfectly portrayed this concept. Things change and things end. But just like Beast Boy, we can all get up on our feet and keep going.